John here, Auckland, New Zealand again, and it's Thursday, the 9th of June 2011. So I'd like to talk about our hui meeting down in Potaka, Maraeed on the east coast, Cape Runaway, or more or less along the East Cape. We're going to bring everybody together and show them what I'm doing here with the Tidal Energy project, Moai Tidal Electric, in the Raukumara basin. That's where Petrobras oil exploration proposing to go and drill for oil, and we don't want that Crown people here to drill with the Brazilian company Petrobras anywhere in the Kermadec Trench or on the Raukumara range. That's our tidal area from our ancestors, and that's what I'll be talking about down there. They have been having a bit of trouble with the police and Crown and the government of New Zealand. They're only alien from England. They have failed to rebut all of our claims, our affidavits. There's over 3,000 of them, and also they're ignoring our Confederation of Chiefs who have the ownership to these lands. They have their mortgages, the government, and their corporate company from overseas, and that's Her Majesty the Queen and Right of New Zealand, and also the Queen's own company, Buckingham Palace. Those are her private companies, and they have nothing to do with us here but to rape the resources and take everything from our land and leave it in a state of disrepair. Over the 170 years they've been carting timber out of here, and metal, all sorts of things, and we are no better off in Maoris in this country, the HAPU, and the Crown has used the Queen's sovereignty here to go over our sovereignty. So we are actually putting our sovereignty back in place, and with our Confederation flag. And this is proof here. This I got on Facebook. It's a shore sail sailing ship, passenger liner, that Maoris have got their flag on that ship, travelling from London to Australia, to Brazil, India, America, New Zealand, Australia. And so that just proves that we were governing this country from 1835 to 1840 successfully. And then the Crown from Australia came here with their New South Wales government and took over and changed everything of our original flag, sovereign. That's registered in the Westminster Parliament in England, Institute Law. So that can't be changed, and that has its own 1852 constitution and jurisdiction. That's what we're using now as our authority on Potaka Maraeed and our Moai Tidal Energy project. And the Crown is not going to stop us, because we are the true sovereign landowners of this country. And everybody else has settled now, except Maoris. They're not settled because they have been run by this unruly government, and it's still unruly, and they still haven't got the country in order. It's going bankrupt, and before that happens, we will get it out of it and leave their mortgages with them, and we will have a mortgage-free government running this country. We're in the moment going to UN and Hague to sort out the title and where the Crown sits, and who they are and what they're doing to make this country like it is, in debt. That's their debt. They can take their debt with them. We gave the Governor General ANAND SATYANAND his marching orders up at Waitangi in front of the taumata and the chief, Kingi Tauroa, and also our Confederation and Maori government there too as well. So he was given a 2-hour session and proclamations to his Queen of England to take their loans and go. Pack it up and go. All right. If the Queen continues to ignore us, like how she's done all these years, and brings in Jerry Mataparai Andrews as a new Governor General, she's in trouble. Right? We're stopping that now. We're stopping that because they have no authority to govern this country. They can go ahead if they want to, but that's against our law, and we will build charge debt of them. And those affidavits are out there now, and orders enforced already on Waitangi Marae. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we going ahead on Potaka Marae. That's my own area of our title claim to the Seabed, Raukumara range, and the Moai Polynesian statue that she's Queen's already stolen in England, and there's one in her Great Court, Queen Elizabeth's II Great Court. That belongs to me, right? That Moai statue belongs to me, and anybody else that claims him who's Polynesian. We're the builders. Wānoa clan from Raukumara and from Rapanui to Mokonui in East Cape, North Island, New Zealand, Te Pito. So that Te Pito lines up with the other Te Pito from Rapanui. Rapanui, Mokonui, right? Mokonui is around here, Moko. Nui, big ocean, all the way to Rapanui, right? Great island, okay? So I just want to make sure I fit this video into 15 minutes, so I'm just watching how long it goes for. But I just outline our hui, our meeting on Potaka Marae quite quickly. It'll involve our whakapapa, our DNA title to the lands there, and let them know what's happened at Waitangi, where we get our authority from there, the Waitangi, straight to the Government of England, not the Queen, the Government of England, or British used to be, made the deal with the HAPU chiefs, okay? Nobody else, no Pākehās here, no surnames with Pākehā surnames, only Maori chiefs with the old names, right? And that's where we're going back to the beginning and find out. I'm investigating all the titles to these lands, and the original titles to Scotland, Glasgow, the Manukau Land Company there. They confiscated the titles to New Zealand from the New South Wales government, the Australian unruly government. So those were all cancelled and reissued from Scotland. Okay, so I'll sort those out at the East Cape. How the Maori Land Court put all the titles together there. And then Sunakura, she's the Prime Minister of the Maori government, and the Confederation in Gisborne, where the native titles were put together in this country. Maori Land Court was set up for Pākehās, not for Maoris. Okay, that's why they got all the land, put all their shares on it. We're going to whip those aside and continue to go on our own autonomy or authority of our confederation. The owner of this country is the Confederation, and the brand name and the patent rights, intellectual property rights to this country is Moai statue. Right, that's our brand right through the world. Where New York has got a Moai there, and in Washington, and Brussels, and Chile, New Zealand. These are all real Moais. That's ours. That means we're there already to trade in those countries that have stolen them, and they weren't gifted. They were stolen. They actually have to ask me about that history, because I'll talk for us in Moai, nobody else. I'll talk for us. no Pākehās, no other historians. No one can do this, only me. Okay? If anybody else can do it, only us, because we the builders of those Moai statues. The same goes with Nubia, with the pyramids and King Khufu. Those are our ancestors. Our DNA comes from there. Bloodline, black African. Okay, just to let you know that we are indigenous, and no one's going to change that. No one can claim that, just us. Okay, not white man, not British, not Scottish, Ireland. No, we are the historians for that. Okay, we are the owners, the keepers of all that history, and that's what we're talking about down at Potaka Maraeed. We're going to talk about the tidal turbines and how we're going to set it up with the people there, the economy, the liquid hydrogen jet fuel, the gold bullion, the money, our own currency, our own people to run it, and then that is tied in with the rest of the people of the world. The shares of that company is 2 trillion, and we're going to let them go after we all set up on that marae, and on the marae up at Te Tii Marae, where the authority goes to England to let them know what we're doing, because they are the 59 states, one of the 59 states that are in this confederation accord, all right, international accord, treaty accord. We are in that already back to 1835, when that Shaw Savile and P&O lines were going around the world with our flag on their ships. Okay, so that just shows you that we were already trading with other nations. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up trade, we're going to set up development, and we're going to set up all our HAPU, whānau, and everybody else in New Zealand on a different scale, right? On a different scale, not a debt-ridden scale like the government. We're gonna set that up and enforce it, and go straight in and veto out with our voters and our shareholders, veto out the government and their mischievous crown going in over our head. No more going in over our head in our waters, on our land. You've got an admiralty law on your ship. Put it on your ship and go. It's not on the land. You don't have your law in the courts. You use those materials to make your court out of our merry land. Right, out of the court, put your stuff on your ship and your admiralty law, and off you go. And we'll run this place ourselves with every other New Zealander who doesn't want to be a debt-ridden citizen of the Crown. The Crown is in England. It doesn't live here. It doesn't reside here. Show me your affidavit, your sworn statement of your claim to this area discovery in front of me, and otherwise bugger off. That's what we're saying. Bugger off. Williams, the lawyer saying, the QC Williams is saying bugger off. So bugger off, Crown, and all you aliens in the Parliament. And that's any marriage too. Any marriage, don't care what. As long as they're in there, as an alien and the government, the Crown, we build them and deport them. Marry anybody, doesn't matter. And this video is long enough, so I'll cut it off here and make another one afterwards. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.